With the first pick in the 1997 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Tim Duncan from Wake Forest University.
Get taken out too soon. They haven't taken him out as a sub yet. Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk. There will be no charge because the man's in that new painted imaginary circle.
Woo! I think that's what the fans came to see. And you talk about elevation. Chick, he went up to the rafters before he decided to put somebody on a poster.
That is not a charging foul. They finally put marks on the floor this year so that everybody can see it's not a charging foul. The defensive man is at the prey of the man coming in. Usually they don't come in out of an airplane, though.
You talk about elevation.
To poor shooting starts. The Spurs 1 for 5, and Utah 2 for 6, and David Robinson goes down immediately. David got hit and went down, and David may be out. We got knocked trainer. And let's take a look again. It appeared as though he tangled with Karl Malone right there as Karl swung the elbow and hit him in the back of the head. And my gosh, David went out immediately and landed in a heap. But he is okay.
Crossover dribble. Grant Hill. Oh my! That is a slammer jammer by Grant Hill.
Dynamite dunk right down the pipe at Morning. Wow.
Michael wanted to go back to Randy Brown. Jordan, plenty of time for him. Oh, beautiful under movement. It's open. Michael Jordan, 33 points. Worked his magic again in the third quarter. What a move. Lost a pair of Hornets. And the
Marbury left alone. Maloney was late getting there. Followed by Garnett.
And a chance to get this thing back to 10 points. There's Penny.
Yeah, that's what you need right there. Something to get the crowd into it, fire up the other player.
(24-21) Spurs. Duncan looks it over. Oh, shot that. Oh, it almost looked like he passed it to himself.
He did. He knew he was in trouble. He knew no one was in front of him. He threw that off the glass.
That was amazing. Not that he did it, but that he thought about it before he did it.
Heralded, of course, in his rookie season as the next bearer of the torch after Jordan. And now, because of the losing record, you just don't hear that much conversation about it.
No, he's a forgotten child now, you know, and I still think if there is such thing as the torch, I've never actually seen the torch, have you?
No, I haven't. No.
But if there is one, I think Grant Hill still would be a good choice, because I think the Pistons in the next couple of years will be a very good basketball team again.
And Alvin Gentry was saying today he thinks Michael Jordan is the best athlete of any team sport ever. And there will not be someone coming along as the next Michael Jordan, but Grant Hill is the best. Grant Hill is going to be a pretty good player.
Yeah, he said Grant Hill just wants to be the best that Grant Hill can be. And Michael Jordan is being the best Michael Jordan right now.
Now, this guy's 35 years old.
My.
And he's averaging 28.3 points per game. He is 35 years old.
And I think he's jumping better this year than he did last year. I also think he's more driven. He really wants to win this title this year.
For a multiplicity of reasons,
yes.
Don't you think?
Oh, definitely.
Many of them having to do with the Chicago organization.
With management, with people saying he's too old. Right now, Brian Williams is not thinking Michael Jordan is too old.
Rodman gives it off to Jordan. Michael And all nylon. Michael fading away again. MJ to Pippen. Kukoc. Oh, backdoor to Michael Jordan. What a fake on D. Brown.
Watch Michael Jordan in here. Oh, unbelievable move right there. Just
high three again as Steve Kerr hit. Jordan wants it himself right now. On the rookie. Oh. Dagger, old Tracy McGrady. Kukoc. Back out to Michael. Jordan starts off this second half by burying that one.
And knowing that your shots are going to come off of a lot of movement.
Jordan. Oh, he got it again. Michael. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Spectacular.
Insert the appropriate adjective.
I understand the little things you have to do to make the game easier.
Jordan one-on-one with Camby. Oh, can you believe that?
That's how the game becomes easy. Looking over the Chicago Bulls bench, some of the players just kind of looked at each other. Wow.
Jordan gave Marcus Camby a tap on the rear end on the way back. And a little... Billups. Oh, Tracy McGrady. A thunderous dunk.
Here you can see his abilities in the open court of Tracy McGrady.
Perhaps they should have gone with the numbers there for the easy layup.
Exactly. You don't want to get into that spectacular until you really get the rhythm going. But there, nice job.
The NBA, the Toronto Raptors up against one of the oldest and one of the wisest. Oh, again, Michael Jordan. But the Bulls are the very best, and this guy is the legend in crunch time.
Oh, smooth move by Michael Jordan. Make a difference. Michael Jordan still able to get that ball to drop. And for Michael now, he has 31.
You can bet that Michael would love to take the shot now. And he got it again. 5.4 seconds left. Billups keys it. No. He did it to them. Michael Jordan does it again. 5.4 seconds left.
Sure you heard the PA announcer say Joe's first, Bulls first. But just in case. Quick baseline jumper is good. Nice shot for Wesley Person. Bulls lead it by 5 as Burrell goes on top for Steve Kerr. Brevin Knight almost picked that one off. Pip from 17, just off, and Brevin Knight pushes it up the floor. Person left side baseline jumper is good.
Beautiful touch. Wesley Person, he gets his first 2 baskets, one from the right and then from the left.
It's a 3-point Bulls lead now.
And if that name sounds familiar to you, yes, Chuck Person's brother. Steve, you got a 3, looking at it. No.
Rebound taps, and Dennis Rodman gives it right back to Steve Kerr. Bounces it to Dennis. Dennis didn't see it coming, and Brevin Knight runs it up the floor. Scotty's right behind him, and Pip couldn't quite come up with a block.
Well, they start right off here, and they're down by 1. Bulls just had a 7-point lead a minute ago. 2 Person baskets and a Brevin.
Sounds like a recipe or something. 2 Person baskets and a Brevin. Potapenko comes up with a steal, gets it ahead to Sura. Now Cleveland can take the lead. Sura inside, Sean Kemp for the slam.
Bulls not looking good at this stage. And they're outscored now, and they're on an 8-0 run.
Stepping over the pick is Marcus Brown. Ball loose. Rasheed Wallace knocked it loose. Ryder. Wow.
Way perhaps to a triple-double. 9 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. KJ on a drive. McDyess for slam. It's the triple-double man, Jason Kidd. Running on the break, giving it off to Kevin Johnson. Little pass to McDyess. That's how it's done. That is our Discover Card payback, playback of the night.
Wednesday night, the NBA celebrates April Fools on TBS. The Magic plan to pull out all the tricks in a race for the playoffs. Can Antoine Walker and the Celtics have the last laugh? Celtics and Magic, Wednesday at 8 Eastern on the Superstation.
Kobe is a star of the future, and It's no different than when I had to play against Dr. J and Walter Davis and some of the other great players. I think that's the highlight of the game, but I think the game is a little bit more deeper than just two individuals, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be enough excitement or just expectations of excitement in the course of the game that's going to keep everybody on the edge of their seats.
Oh yeah, but that's fun. That's what this game is all about. You know, you have two great teams playing against one another. The challenges are there. The excitement is there. Now,
as the Los Angeles Lakers take on the Chicago Bulls, the Lakers 1.5 game out of first place in the Pacific Division, and the defending world champions right now in the middle of the pack in the Central.
Got 7, 19-9, Chicago. Jordan, great move inside, and Michael Jordan had enough of an incentive. Kobe Bryant shooting and hitting with Michael Jordan in his face. So Bryant, Jordan. And you hold people down and shooting. There it is. In the matchups today. Kobe Bryant is guarded by Michael Jordan, and a pull away by Kobe Bryant. That's the future, and even Michael Jordan is 69-49, a 20-point Bulls ministry. And Jordan with a move to the basket. We got a little show going on here. I love the way the Bulls have not given an inch, even with their big lead most of the game. Jordan trying to get it inside, but the Lakers get it back. Here is Kobe Bryant with a reverse turn it over to the Lakers, and here's Bryant. Wow! Let's get the slam dunk back into the All-Star game after that one, huh? I'll tell you, that was impressive. That was impressive.
I mentioned how he got his first name, Kobe. Look at the impact tonight. 23 minutes, 21 points to lead the team. And he has nearly half of the Lakers' second half points. A 26-0 to shout about. Little advice from the master.
With the 3:36 remaining. Turn it over to the Lakers, and here's Bryant. Wow! Let's get the slam dunk back into the All-Star game after that one, huh? I tell you, that was impressive. That was impressive. He's impressed. You know Michael Jordan is impressed with that.
Now this is just Bryant. Now just keep an eye on this as he elevates up.
That's spectacular.
Baseline, MJ with a soft jumper. He is not a point guard. He's a two-guard, and a nice job. Michael up, over, and in. Again, they score out today on the left side. That might loud. Oh, I thought it was gone. I thought it was out of the gym. I thought it was too high, but not for the guy with the cape.
MJ turns and looks, starts to back, spins, fades, and hits again.
Michael with 10 first quarter points here.
Shot clock at 8 as MJ has it with Glenn Robinson on him. Michael got him in the air. Fadeaway jumper is good again. 6 of 6 from the field for MJ.
The first quarter. Yes, that last game, they scored 36.
MJ starts to back in, comes around, hangs, and goes down low for Michael. See if he can continue where he was. Yep, he can. Back, kicks it out. MJ.
Gone. What a play. Michael.
Coming up on 2.5 remaining. There's MJ, fadeaway jumper from 16. Pull it in. Into the corner. Michael for 3.
Hello. Long time coming.
And Michael right there to hold on. MJ accelerates down the hole.
And he's fouled. Oh, you hit it on the head, Tom. He came down. He gave one of those shake and bake moves, and down he went the middle. There it is, right here. Now he puts his speed on, and he goes right back.
Pushes it up the floor again. Down the lane again. He lays it in. Timeout, Milwaukee. 11:07 left, and the Bulls have opened. MJ with it in the corner. Spin move, baseline, fadeaway jumper. 108-93.
On the screen. Del Curry fakes. Tony Kukoc runs at him, and Del Curry hits a long two with 5.3 seconds left, and the Bulls take a timeout.
Well, they worked to what they wanted to do. They put the big man on top of the floor, and Mason, he just took time off the clock, was looking for BJ one way or Curry the other way. We said they had some great shooters in there along with Wright. Curry came off the screen. What he did was he gave Steve Kerr a little quick fake. Let's take a look at it. Here he comes off the screen. He gets it, goes up. He gives a little fake on Steve Kerr. Tony comes out. They shoots over the top, and he makes a clutch basket. Watch this. So it gives their team a 2-point lead. 5:03 to go on the clock.
to the forward Mason. Out in front of the goal wire. Now to Mason. He turns against Shaq. Puts it up around Shaq and scores the bank shot. Nice play by Mason.
Scott. Pack gets to the loose ball and gets the shot away. Tipped in by Finley.
Where did he come from? He's saying, I didn't leave my feet, but you don't have to. Pack doesn't get it to go, but here comes Finley. That's why you go to the board.
The Pistons should win this game. Quick move by Hill. Mutombo with a little finger wave to the crowd. Leading shot blocker of the NBA. And the finish.
Go to Grant, baseline left, turns on a double team. Scoops blocked by Mutombo outside Steve Smith.
Well, Grant Hill did not come in with his usual fury this time. Came up with the little flipper. And Dikembe Mutombo eats that for lunch.
They're going to switch. Yeah, they're going to put Chris Mullin on Dennis Scott and make sure they have Derek McKee on Michael Finley.
Now let's see what they can get away with here. It's Finley. He's missed everything. Oh, that looks good. It is good. It's a three. The Pacers lose.
He was right on the money from our position. We could see that it was online.
Right online, Quinn.
Speaking of turnovers, McDyess will throw it down. We have a three-point game, and Bill Hanslick
steals the ball, and Jason Kidd finds the open man like he does so well. And who is it? Antonio McDyess with a nice dunk shot.
I would think maybe second to Shaq. Antonio McDyess gets.
There's the hard plant right there, and then the takedown by Grant Hill. And Alonzo wants to know what's going on.
Blow the whistles, fellas. Here we go.
Intensity level is sky high.
Grant drives and a thunder dunk. Counted and a foul.
That about says it all right there. That is payback. And then some. Watch this.
And they will call this one, imagine, on Alonzo Mourning.
No doubt about it as Grant flies through the air.
This is the NBA on NBC. Tonight, the New York Knicks versus the Chicago Bulls.
Hey kids, put your shirts back on. And Michael Jordan fakes the jazz right out of his shirt.
Jordan, crossover.
Slam. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Slick likes Mike's hairdo. Monday was a day for dancing. Some young fans are still learning their moves. They're not as graceful as Harry the Hawk. I say. Jason Kidd will learn basketball ballet.
And Kidd penetrating. Wow, what a move.
And Acosta Kittles, Gary's father, auditioning for the next squad.
That is Mr. Kittle.
He's serious, too. Tuesday, some people do funny things to their heads, and this is not a heads-up play by Greg Cadillac Anderson. Oh, what a pass!
Oh, they're styling right now.
Yes. How about Anthony Johnson, the Kings? He knows the agony of defeat. What, blew out his shoes?
Well, I guess we've heard of guys being faked out of their shoes. We saw an example of it right there.
Wednesday, putback of the year.
Oh, Rasheed, do it again, baby.
Kobe does the Hollywood Shuffle against the Nets.
Oh, Kobe Bryant flew through the air at least 10 feet.
Yeah, but keep the truth, Van Horn. Gets his revenge. The Gorillas just crowding around, but Antoine Walker's all business against the Wizards.
Inside, Antoine, a follow-away. Antoine Walker!
How do you like that, Slick?
Diesel, he was ready to play too. Second quarter, Shaq abusing Dable. Facial mercy. Lakers by 8. Shaq behind his range. Cuts the lead to 4, and then Shaq on the down low. Working 3, 4, 5 white shirts. Lakers down by 2. Still down 2. And look at this here. Big pull-up jumper by Nick Van Exelen. That tied it up at 96. We go to overtime, and in the extra period, Diesel still, oh man, how can you do that on television, Fred? 3 points.
Just 19 years old, he's been voted by the fans to start in next Sunday's All-Star game.
You see similarities in his game as well as my game, and I think if he maintains a certain mental approach, he can become a great professional basketball player.
All these Michael Jordan comparisons, very flattering, obviously. Would you agree with this, though, that even if it's possible to imagine a player somehow as good as Michael Jordan, the circumstances will never be the same. So there'll be a first Kobe Bryant, a first Grant Hill, but there will not be another Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to get at, and what I want people to understand. You know, when Dr. J was retiring, Michael came into the league, and people were comparing Mike with Dr. J. People always make comparisons, but it's up to the own individual throughout the years who's going to create his own identity.
We've got a little show going on here between number 23 and number 8.
When you played against Jordan in December in Chicago, great game. You had 33, he had 36, and there was conversation going on. What was that conversation like?
We were just talking about a couple moves. You get a chance to go up against one of the best basketball players that ever played this game. Learn, and most importantly, compete.
Was he helpful?
Yeah, he was very helpful. He was very helpful. I remember he gave me a couple bits of advice here and there.
Anything you want to divulge?
No, I can't give you all that kind of information. If I tell you, I have to eliminate you.
Well, in that case, withhold it.
Let's look at the student and the teacher. Then Jordan comes down and says, let me show you this one. Bang! Jordan from Brown. See, he fakes him up and then he makes the back cut.
Jordan from 20. Michael has 20. Kobe. And he answers with a 3. Jordan fades and fires over Shaq. That's the first on Michael. Kobe unleashes a 3. Oh, it's there! Jordan guarded by Bryant. Takes him inside and banks it home.
This is when you got to knock the champion out. You can't give him any life here.
Jordan spins at the foul line and hits. Here is Kobe to the baseline for the slam.
Kobe going baseline, elevates with 2 hands.
Michael. There's probably some wiggle room, but he hasn't said anything to the contrary.
Doing his Jordan imitation, it was the ultimate playground game.
Speaking of playground, Kobe goes behind the back and then drops it through.
It's showtime now in the Forum.
But I think when the fourth quarter rolls around, we're going to be trying to win the game.
Most important thing is for you all to have some fun. But I think in basketball, for me, fun has always been winning. I want to win.
We here now. We here now.
It means the world to me. This is my first All-Star game, playing here in New York City with all these great basketball players. It's an incredible feeling. I'm glad it's finally arrived.
How are your nerves?
I'm a little nervous.
Mr. Bryant, wonder if you'd mind signing an autograph for me.
Sure. That's a sham guard. Sham guard will be like this. Roll out like this.
the youngest starter in NBA All-Star Game history. At guard from the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant.
And there you see Kobe Bryant. There you see Kobe Bryant in the foreground, the man many have dubbed the next Michael Jordan. Of course, that's a bit silly. There will be no next. And there you see Kobe Bryant. The combination of skill and flair that Kobe Bryant brings to the game has already captivated the country.
He and Michael Jordan have promised us that they will put on a show here. They're not known for passing, but more so for scoring.
Here is Michael. The head fake on Garnett. Over him into the lane with the game's first two.
So much for being sick.
It's Michael. The head fake on Garnett. Over him into the lane with the game's first two.
Level that's happening out there.
Payton with the spin. Bryant. Kobe's first All-Star hoop.
Level that's happening out there.
Payton with the spin. Bryant. Kobe's first All-Star hoop. On the Jumbotron overhead. As we come back, Jordan takes the quick inbound pass, and his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant ahead of the field. Reverse slam.
You all right? Hey.
And as we come back, Jordan takes the quick inbound pass, and his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant ahead of the field. Reverse slam.
See, that was an ooh and an ah and a clap. See, that's what I'm talking about. In an All-Star game, you want to do things that you normally wouldn't do.
But Shaq knows how important Kobe's electricity is to the team. Setting him up, the delivery, the spin, what's that, the helicopter?
That's called a 360 in-your-face slam dunk.
The man many have dubbed the next Michael Jordan. Of course, that's a bit silly. There will be no next Michael Jordan.
I got mine. Oh, no. Oh.
Michael told him, bring your A game. And if you don't bring your A game, see that was...
Hands again. To Garnett. Back to Kobe.
See, that's the ooh. Kobe and Garnett. At 19.
He's got the ball in his hands again. To Garnett. Back to Kobe.
See, that's the ooh. Kobe and Garnett.
The finish for Kobe well above the rim.
Nice.
He's got the ball in his hands again. To Garnett. Back to Kobe.
See, that's the ooh. Kobe and Garnett. You know, two of the youngest, the superstars, keying up, eyeing each other. As they get their tempo and they get their rhythm, the game and the pace will start to quicken. Now they need to push it up the court and keep pushing it and keep pushing it.
He's got the ball in his hands again. To Garnett. Back to Kobe.
Oh!
That's one good.
What's up, Schmitty?
What's up, man? How you doing? Chilling, man. How you?
Only a spectator.
Jason Williams of the Nets checks in. Jordan, baseline, got it. Jason Williams of the Nets checks in. Jordan, baseline, got it.
Well, I listen to him all the time because I was young and afraid like Kobe Bryant.
Count it, plus the foul for Jordan, who now has 8 and a chance for 9.
But Michael told him, bring your A game.
At least try to in this game. They all want to show they've got a handle. Jordan left alone. That's usually not a real good idea.
Milwaukee and Chicago. He said his dreams as a kid were just to go to Division I and be on TV every now and then. Now here he is at the ultimate game.
Business. In the last 3 seconds, Payton with the left hand and Bryant, something to take NBA business. In the last 3 seconds, Payton with the left hand and Bryant, something to take into the locker room.
But if he gets hot, he says he wants a lot of time and he wants the ball.
MJ slithers inside Bryant.
Kobe has challenged Michael. Michael comes out and he's saying, not tonight, young fella. I'm bringing all my tricks. Kobe comes back and he says, Michael, I'm stealing it. I'm taking it. I want the torch. Michael said, Kobe, I got some more tricks left in my bag. As Ahmad told us earlier, he's not ready to leave yet, folks.
MJ slithers inside Bryant, and a goaltending call. He really took the youngster to school on that exchange.
Right here. 3 up. I got it. Yo, 3 up.
Bryant with a 3, displaying the full range.
He's got Magic jumping out of his seat. He got everybody in here going crazy.
Kobe, you got the pick. Just run 5 up, go down low, run up and down. Let's go.
Go, boys.
Bryant puts it on. sure I've ever seen that move before.
This goal, he can dribble and out after the own rebound.
Bryant puts it tosses it over. I'm not sure if he traveled there or he had some kind of violation, because I'm not sure I've ever seen that move before.
See what type of tricks Kobe's got up his sleeve.
Bryant puts it I don't think Magic's ever seen it before, but he loves it.
Only could put it back in play. Back to Bryant for the running hook shot. Good for Kobe Bryant. And that brings the crowd to its feet on the guard.
Guys like Grant Hill, who can dribble and out after the own rebound.
Bryant puts it tosses it over. I'm not sure if he traveled there or he had some kind of violation, because I'm not sure I've ever seen that move before.
Dribble and out after the own rebound.
Bryant puts it to himself and then tosses it over. Now, I'm not sure if he traveled there or if he had some kind of violation, because I'm not sure I've ever seen. Kobe for three.
That's where Kobe is much better.
Defense taking a holiday, especially in the last few minutes. Uncontested layups. Bryant with a three. Displaying the full range.
And that's when Joe and I looked at each other and said, you know, I think we're getting a little too old for this stuff now.
Jordan spins into the lane. The up and under is there for him.
And you obviously told Shaq to inbound the ball, block a lot of shots, and rebound and throw long.
Seen that move before. Holiday, especially in the last few minutes. Uncontested layups. Bryant with a three.
Because they all want him back, and the people in Chicago love him.
And Jordan nails a three.
We're getting a little too old for this stuff now.
Jordan spins into the lane. The up and under is there for him.
Right there, man. Pull that. Twinkle toes.
Never seen it before, but he loves it.
His creativity is amazing. Creativity is amazing.
Thank you. No. I'll see you down the road. Cool. All-Star game. It's been quick, just like that.
Always.
The all-star of all-stars, the MVP, Michael Jordan.
Mike's the MVP, well-deserved, incredible basketball player. Mecca basketball right here in New York City, MSG, Madison Square Garden. That was behind the scenes look. Catch you back in LA, or catch you back in LA, or Showtime, baby.
Look at Scottie Pippen dominates. Where did he come from?
Scottie told me yesterday in New Jersey that he has been told, he didn't say by whom, that he will not be traded this year. When you re-signed your contract, were you given assurances that this was going to be the team that Scottie Pippen would not be traded?
What was told to me was that when the Bulls made the decision not to go for the trade on draft date and move Scottie Pippen, that they had opted for returning the team back in the next season. But to get Scottie back and to get him 100%, we had to, really face up to the prospects of, dickering with this guy's future and say, hey, this is a team we want. We spent all the money for him to come back and for us to come back together, and he's back.
Phil, I know you've said that this is your last year as Bulls coach, but would there be any set of circumstances that would bring you back? I read recently where you said that if you were asked, you might say yes, and then Jerry Krause kind of put the kibosh on that and said this is your farewell tour.
Looks like it is. Bye-bye.
Couldn't get the banker, followed his own. On the outside, Williams, low post, Sabonis breaks free. Rims out. Williams couldn't grab it, Sabonis does.
Which one's fell?
Anderson breaks the pressure, Sabonis got it to fall.
Also on a bad pass from Kenny Anderson.
Wallace, the facial. To play, opening period. The big fella. Ryder, the lob, the catch, reverse. Got it into the lane. Williams, the trailer. Wow. Rasheed Wallace. Tied for the Blazers' lead in scoring with 11. Tack on lead feed.
Oh, baby.
The bullet feed. Line of a stress fracture, left femur. Wallace, under a minute left in the second. Sabonis drops it in for Anderson.
Watch.
Anderson finds the open man, Wallace, just in the first half. Sabonis open. Wallace, 92-71 Blazers. Sabonis, a pump fake on a three, leaning in. Jump. Anderson drops it in. Sabonis got the ball.
Brian Williams on a switch. Mourning went down. Grant Hill tackled him. And Mourning has some words
I was watching the ball.
I was watching the play all the way. He set a solid screen on it. They got tangled up, and then Grant just tackled him. Good open field tackle by Grant Hill. I know where he learned that from. There's the hard plant right there. And then the takedown by Grant Hill. And Alonzo wants to know what's going on.
Blow the whistles, fellas. Here we go.
Intensity level is sky high.
Grant drives and a thunder dunk. Pounded and a foul.
That about says it all.
Them execute the T-Wolves and not go for the quick shot, go for a high percentage shot.
Did you see the crossover? A crossover from a 7-footer. Seven, right, Joe?
Hey, I'll call you whatever you want, Mr. Garnett, with a crossover on the dream all the way to the rim.
It's out of there by Rodman into the hands of Michael Jordan. His jumper is good. Rebounds for the entire night. Jordan's jumper got it. Follow beat. Jordan. Quick move on the baseline. Jordan over Smitty. Nothing but net. On Henderson. Boy, Rodman was on his back. No whistle. Harper finds MJ at the other end. Goes up on Steve Smith and dunks it. Gives to Jordan. Steve Smith is on him. The jumper is good. And it goes to Alan Henderson against Buechler. Jordan took a swipe at it and got it. Kukoc driving. Dishing. Jordan's jumper. Good. Jordan goes baseline. Oh, my goodness. So later come out. Now Smitty. Bulls have it. Leading by 13. Jordan driving, scooping, and scoring. Gives it to Jordan. The jump shot is good.
Bryant and Jordan. This time he goes away from it. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness.
The 29th time this year that Jordan has scored. Jordan, another jump shot. Good again.
Just in case there was a delay of game.
Harper has it. 10 seconds. Anderson right away.
Hits the three with Jones's hand right in his face. He read it perfectly. He knew the match. Okay, you watch Nick Anderson come off, no hesitation, right in his spot, his rhythm, and he's falling back, feeling it. Yeah, the Merton Hank duck walk. And Nick Anderson, understanding who's guarding him, runs off the screen, sets it up, and lines it up perfectly. And I think he's a little excited about making that shot with his step.
All right, here we go. Jones into Jack. 5 seconds. Fox. Look out. Jones for three. It isn't there. James with the rebound. And Orlando defeats the Lakers. Nick Anderson is with them on.
All right, thanks, Bob. Nick, the confidence is back. The swagger's back. What do you attribute it to? Just keeping faith. You know, I heard all the talk. Well, Nick Anderson is losing his confidence. Not at all. If I keep faith in myself, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. And a big win for this team to come back and struggle through this with all the injuries that they have to come out on top today. It just shows that this team has a lot of guts. You know, Price go down, Hardaway go down. I was out for a while, but we never stopped. But you're back. It feels good. I love this game. Congratulations, man. Back to you, Bob.
Hill will be picked up by Tippin, who plays with 4 fouls.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
That's one of the best defensive players in the NBA.
Yes. And he looked a lot like Mahorn in the first half, defensively on that one.
Well, undressed, I think, is the word. Hill and Pippen.
Even the best one. That happens to.
Now Jordan with Stackhouse. And Jordan throws it toward Pippen. It goes a little wide right. Watch Grant Hill's quick move.
I mean, this is a shake, and you can see Scottie Pippen down in his defensive position. Gets down, and this is just a great move. Boy.
Isaiah talked about it being a love affair with Michael here in the Garden, and Michael says that because of that love affair, he's going to do something special. And that special something is wearing his original Air Jordan shoes. And he said he also hopes to give him about 55. Bob?
Michael from 20. There's his first basket. Michael, 2 seconds to shoot over Houston. Got it. And Jordan. Michael hits again. Spinning in the lane for the slam. 10th rebound. Jordan nearly blocked, and the shot's going to fall. Harper in the lane. Can't cut it to 3, but Jordan can. Fade away. 33. Now for the Knicks. Jordan gets the bounce, and Michael has a few words by way of retort.
Well, he just told him that he couldn't guard. Then he says, hey, you come out here. You come out. Spike said, I will, money. This guy on the free throw line, his glory days has yet to pass him by. He's still in his glory because he loves what he's doing.
And our Craig Sager talking with Michael Jordan after the game and bringing us up to date on the current Chicago climate, Jordan and Bulls management.
The dismantling the Bulls apparently has taken a major turn by you announcing that you'd like to see Phil Jackson be general manager and coach. How much truth is there to that?
I mean, that was my opinion, you know, and my opinion doesn't really matter sometimes whenever, you know, the owners have to make a decision or whatever. So, I mean, just as, you know, Phil said that he can expect me or see me being a player coach, but I can see him being a general manager and an owner of a team or something to that nature. But, you know, it's still not my decision. That's just my opinion in the situation.
Battle lines have not been drawn then?
No. It's not from my standpoint anyway.
Well, with a comment like that, it appears that you would like to come back next year.
I never said I didn't want to come back. Yeah, that was never the question. I love to come back. But, I mean, within, you know, my own circumstances.
All right, thanks a lot. And earlier before the game, we talked to Phil Jackson. Michael Jordan suggested that maybe it'd be a good idea if you became coach and general manager. Is that something that interests you?
I haven't heard that. Well, I heard rumors of that, but I'm sure it's not something worth a comment. I think that the Bulls will pretty much know exactly the direction they want to go, and they plan this. And, you know, I think Michael said something perhaps off key that just might have been taken greater than it was. My position as coach is, you know, in a position that's this year terminated, and, you know, we've talked about that over the course of the year, and that's the way it stands as far as the owner and I are concerned.
But credit them. They're a great basketball team, and frankly, I would break them up. You know, let's break them up. I go along with Jerry Krause's theory. I think it would be good for the league.
First quarter and a half. Anytime he's on the move, he's getting great luck. And he steals. Jordan with the stop. And Michael Jordan,
part of the quarter, had gone for Eric Piatkowski. He shot the air ball. Jordan just kept running out.
Down the floor, they like to run. They like to play open floor offense. MJ hits
Keep the J, and then he's going to take him low, pump fake, and switch.
Jordan in trouble.
Blazers in front of the third, and then Shaq with a play of the night. The pass from Campbell. Go, Shaq! Throwing down and one.
That you can get hurt on.
Pass from Campbell. Go, Shaq! Throwing down.
Quick inbound to Douglas. Knocked away from him by Jordan. And that used up 2.5 seconds. Look at Douglas and take the 2 games at home, but it turns out to have been much more difficult for them than they and their fans would have anticipated. In fact, Michael Jordan said before Game 1 that it would require all the Bulls falling asleep for New Jersey to win even a single game in this series.
I don't care if the game is close. The only thing they're concentrating on and concerned about is if they win or lose. They've had so much success in this league that they don't measure close anymore.
Michael allowing himself a smile. He was really going at it with Douglas. But for Doug Collins, Ahmad Rashad, and Isaiah Thomas, I'm from Chicago.
But we're talking about 40 points. Here is Gatling, and it's blocked by Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan blocked Chris Gatling. Well, now keep an eye. They front. Gatling catches. Now watch Jordan come right in the middle of your picture, right there. Clean block. And definitely has been taken advantage of by Jason Williams. Here's Kerry Kittles, and one of the Bulls got a piece of that one.
where he has done big damage in the fourth quarter. Kittles has it knocked away by Michael Jordan. Basket and a foul. Michael Jordan can give the Bulls a 3-point lead. Big play.
This is just a great gamble by Michael. Kittles left it right out there. But before this play, a good defensive play by Scottie Pippen on Chris Gatling to force him to pass the ball out. Now, as we go in here in this list, Chicago has one foul to give.
And here is Kendall Gill, blocked by Pippen. Great block. Great block. And the Bulls want a timeout, and they don't call it. They don't get it. Now,
Heat up 6. Hardaway, the kick out. Hardaway for 3. He had 21 in the first half alone, did Timmy. 39-30 Heat. Under a minute left first half. Knicks on their way back. John Starks for 3. Oh, that'll put a smile on Spike's face. We're tied at the half. Third quarter, Knicks come out strong. Chris Mills off the inbounds. Mills, the turnaround. Jay hits. 60-49 Knicks, and that makes Jeff Van Gundy a happy coach. Heat battles back. Hardaway leading the way with a leaner. 60-51 Knicks now, and then Hardaway pulls it even closer. Knicks by only 6, and Keith Haskins hits the J. Knicks by just 4. Alonzo Mourning in the paint. The hook goes. Heat within 1. Later in the third, the Knicks were up 7. John Starks time. The fake, then hits the J. Pat Riley. Not thrilled. Patrick Ewing, good cheerleading. 71-62 Knicks. Heat down 8. Hardaway. On D, nice steal. Timmy, the length. Hardaway pulls up, hits from there. Knicks by 5. Hardaway again. He is the spark, ain't he? This time the pull-up J. Heat within 3. Late in the fourth now. John Starks. Wild pass, LJ saves it. Allen Houston with a lay-in, like they planned it that way. And the Knicks up 5. Hardaway for 3, can't find it. The battle for the board between Mourning and Johnson. Look out, baby. Take a look at the replay. Look at this. Alonzo trying to connect to about a dozen punches, could not connect with Larry Johnson. Other players on the court would get involved. It is so bizarre when the Heat and the Knicks get together. Strange things happen as you take another look. Look at the fighting. You can tell these two aren't hockey players. Neither connected with the other. And there's Jeff Van Gundy grabbing the leg of Alonzo Mourning like a dog in heat. But coaches are allowed to do it. Check it out. You see Van Gundy on the floor. It's amazing he came out of this mess alive. But you know what's an interesting situation? You know, he's holding on for dear life. Now he's trying to get up and get out of there, wondering what the heck did I do that for? He's doing it to keep his, remember last year, remember when all the players came off the court, but all that was in control. Oh, bottom line, the series is tied at 2, 90-85.
With a screen, the triangle offense executed by the Bulls. Jordan with a fake on Kittles and hits. Michael Jordan.
You know, he loves that.
And the Jordan on that.
It's just too easy. Right now in a terrific groove.
Michael Jordan working his way in the lane. Coach Jordan with a fake on Harris and a fall away. Michael Jordan. That's here. Jordan working against Kittles. Gets Kittles in the air and Jordan hits. Paxton, Michael J. Remember, no fouls to give for the Nets. Michael Jordan at the buzzer hits. Leading by 5. Jordan with a great fake lays it in as he put the fake.
Like you say, they play in peaks and valleys.
Michael Jordan with a very difficult shot. Falling away toward the baseline against Kittles. Now, not the timeout by Phil Jackson. Michael Jordan lays it in, getting the Nets to leave their feet. Douglas double teams. And here's Jordan, left open for the 3, and he's got it out. Executed by the Bulls. Jordan with a fake on Kittles and hits in game 1.
Well, that's his patented move. You know, he loves that.
And does Jordan love that?
Called 5-5. But he's right now in a terrific groove.
Michael Jordan working his way in the lane and hits. Jordan now with 12 points. Here's Michael Jordan with a jumper. Jordan hot now with 14 points. Jordan with a fake on Harris and a fall away. Michael Jordan, the Bulls with the ball and a 5-point lead. Here's Jordan for 3, his second of the game.
Guarding on that guard around, and that opened up the offside rebound.
Gets Kittles in the air, and Jordan hits in the first 2 games.
Yeah, he's beautiful to watch tonight.
Remember, no fouls to give for the Nets. Michael Jordan at the buzzer hits. He has 23 points. Here in the third quarter, leading by 5. Jordan with a great fake lays it in as he put the fake on Jason Williams.
Here, and like we say, they play in peaks and valleys.
Michael Jordan with a very difficult shot, falling away toward the baseline against Kittles. Now 12 of 15. Forced overtime. They were down 21 in the third and got close at the end. But here's Jordan. Michael Jordan going in off the glass score. Rodman with 16 rebounds, 10 off the offensive board. And here is Rodman. Oh, three. What a better exclamation point for what the Bulls.
Oh, we got to do, fellas. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Say it. I said dun, 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 dun. Sing it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Glenn Rice. Now Rice and Jordan drawing at each other, and a technical foul has been called as Rice and Jordan face to face. And a technical foul has been called on both Jordan and Rice, a double technical.
Yeah, and Rice is still drawing at him.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, and Luke Longley, you said something to Mason as Mason came down. Oh, there it is there. You can see that Rice stepped into him. Jordan tried to get around. Rice thinks that he threw an elbow at him.
Rice was hit with his third foul, and then the tempers flared.
Well, you can see that Rice is very hot.
Well, 2 technical fouls in this series.
By 5, have Steve Kerr on the floor for the first time. Michael fades and fires over Mason and drills it.
Now, mentally, Michael will make a note of that spot on the court, and the next time he wants to...
98, that was my first year coaching, and
we felt like we were just as versatile. We had Rick Smith, the Duncan Dutchman, Mark Jackson, one of the greatest assist guys the league has seen. We had the Davis brothers, Chris Mullin, one of the sweet shooting players of all time, and Reggie Miller, our Hall of Famer.
That series with Indiana was the hardest playoff series we had.
You know, as I said early on, that I never go into the season trying to win MVP. I go into the season trying to make sure you guys don't have any loopholes or any criticism about my basketball skills. And at the end of the season, if it equates to individual accolade, then I'm happy for that. But as you know, the ultimate goal for me right now is to win the 6th championship. And I think we're in the middle of that, and I think we will accomplish that. And with this accolade, it will not be cherished until we accomplish the 6th championship. Right now, it's thankful to have, but I certainly won't cherish it until I have a championship to go along with it.
Harper's on Miller. McKee gets it in the middle for the win. It's there. 4/10 of a second. Miller, now watch him. He's going to come off one screen. Gives Michael a bump, and he lets it go. What a killer shot by Reggie Miller.
And Doug, I know exactly how he feels. You're coming off that screen, you catch it, you square up, and you let it go. And the adrenaline that's going through your body right now, it's hard for you to really contain yourself. Look at his emotions. You don't know what to do because so much juice is going through your body. You're so happy.
0.9 seconds. Harper's on Miller. McKee gets it in the middle for the win.
Unbelievable! Reggie hits the 3 with 7/10 of a second to go.
Harper's on Miller. McKee gets it in the middle for the win. 4/10 of a second.
That's always been my attitude, day one.
Michael, what was your halftime speech like? Phil said you gave a little lecture there coming in at halftime.
Well, I just said that leave the referees alone. we can complain and we can do whatever we have to say about the referees, once we get into the locker room. But out there on the basketball court, we can't control the game. The referees control the game, and every time we may mouth off or say something, we're giving away free points and digging ourselves a hole. So I just told them to shut up.
I'm Bob Costas. If it wasn't clear before, it ought to be clear by now. The Indiana Pacers are here as foes, not foils. They're not interested in winning a couple of games or in merely making the Chicago Bulls sweat for it. They think they can be here to eliminate the Chicago Bulls and eventually replace them as the Utah Jazz opponent in the finals. If anybody doubted that prior to tonight, that doubt is long gone. This is a real series, a real challenge. Everyone, including Michael Jordan, knows it.
I'm nervous. I think if you're not nervous, then you shouldn't be here. And it's a sense of nervousness because we're starting to venture down an alley that we hadn't seen in a long time, and I think nervousness brings excitement. These are the games that, Coach Smith used to tell me about. These are the fun games, when anticipation is so high and the expectation is to go out and play a hard game and, let whoever put the hardest work on the basketball court decide to win, and who's going to win. And, it's no different. Nobody said that the Chicago Bulls are immune to this. I think this is a gut check for us, and, I kind of like it.
Working on Russell, brings them to within one. Jordan with 43. Malone is doubled. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Timeout, Utah. 5.2 seconds left. Michael Jordan running on fumes with 45 points.
At the end of the game, you got to get it out of his hands. He's beat you so many times. You watch Jordan play, Doug, and you know that at the end of the game, he's a killer.
This was really the play that hurt Isaiah because they scored so quickly. Michael got in there and scored within 4 seconds. And what happened was Michael doubled back. You're going to see he's into play. Look where Hornacek is setting the screen. Michael never clears, so Malone doesn't see him. He comes from the blind side and strips him. So 3 crucial plays here by Michael Jordan now as he gets Brian Russell with a quick crossover. Look at Brian Russell slips, and Michael pulls up and buries the shot to give him a 1-point lead.
That may have been, who knows what will unfold in the next several months, but that may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
Watch Jordan's left hand here as he gives Russell the push. The referee can't see that. Jordan frees himself up for a clean look. The greatest thing about Jordan is he has all the tricks. That's why it's so difficult to guard him.
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan, how magnificent is it? Stockton, Harper's on him. Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their 2nd three-peat. Jackson and Jordan, perhaps for the last time.
Tonight, you gave one of the singular performances in the history of the NBA Finals. 1998 NBA Finals MVP, Michael Jordan.